welcome back to my channel, Sailor's Wife Crazy Life. So this is just going to be a very quick video. I've seen these all over YouTube and I just kind of wanted to get my feet wet, I guess. So two things. So I did a thing this week, if you guys could see. I went and got eyelash extensions, y'all. And it's taken a little bit of getting used to because I'm used to wearing eyelashes when I have my contacts in. So I have to find like the sweet spot as to where to put my glasses to where they don't rub up against my glasses. But other than that, I'm in love with them because, as y'all know, like I have, with no makeup on, I have no eyebrows and no eyelashes. Like if you see my bottom lashes, they're irrelevant. I was a blonde as a baby, and even though I get my hair colored, it's gone to this like strawberry blonde. But yeah, it is what it is. They're gone and they have yet to return. So I do want to make a video very soon of me dyeing my eyebrows. I've seen it work. You just get like just for men hair color and do it, and it's supposed to last a little longer because this mama does not have the money to go get microbladed. I just get them waxed. But anyways, so the video for today, let me shut up and get on with it. So as some of you know, I guess, you guys see the piercings I have in my face, but what you don't see is the tattoos that I have on my body. A lot of them are covered. I do have a couple that are on my wrists, but for the most part, all of my other ones are covered unless I'm in a bathing suit. So I'm going to be putting pictures here and there. I have my little list right here that I'm going to be looking at on my phone so that I know exactly which picture that I'm talking about and when I got it. So let's get on with the show. So my very first tattoo was this one. And I was 18 years old. I was in the Navy, and we got our first like little drop of leave where I didn't go home for like vacation or anything like that. And so instead of going home, I called my mom and I said, "Hey mom, I'm getting a tattoo." And she goes, "Your body?" And I said, "Yeah, it kind of is." And she goes, "Well, just please don't get anything trashy." And the funny part about this tattoo is that it was actually a fake tattoo that I got from a vending machine that I fell in love with, and I took it in to the tattoo salon and I said, "I have $100. I don't want your traditional like tramp stamp like filigree." I apologize for anybody who has that because I am a 90s 2000 baby, as most of us are. And I want you to just blow the butterfly up as big as you possibly can get it for $100. And it's probably, it looks smaller in this picture because of the way my daughter took the picture for me, because it is on the small of my back. It's probably about the size of my palm. So eventually I want to have that touched up and maybe some tramp stamp filigree out to the side. It needs to have something because it's just all out there by its little lonesome. So anyways, my second tattoo that I ever got was technically this one. And actually what you're looking at is a cover-up of the original tattoo that I had when I was 19 or 20 years old. So it was about a year in between tattoos. I got the one in Chicago when I was in Corps School. And then I went home for leave, in one instance or the other. I don't remember for what, or if it was just because. And I got a Leo symbol. Now, the guy that did my tattoo was a very good friend. Love him to pieces. He still does tattoos to this day, but I don't think he quite got what I was wanting. I kind of wanted like a Leo flame out of the ashes type deal, and that is not what it turned out to be. And I wish I had a picture of what it did look like beforehand. It was horrible. The lines were super dark. It was just bad. But so this one here is actually for my husband. It is on my hip. And when I first met my husband, old lady status, this was when MySpace was big. And his cover photo, which I couldn't remember or tell you what the heck they called it back then, but his cover photo was a picture of his red Saturn Ion, and he had all these little pink flowers on top of it. Now, lo and behold, those pink flowers were dogwood flowers. However, my husband is from Maryland. You have the DC Cherry Blossom Festival every year, so I wanted to get a cherry blossom in reference to my husband, because he is from Maryland, and just, I don't know, just because. I needed something. I wanted a flower there, and this flower holds meaning because of my husband, so I got that because of that. So my third tattoo was this one. And originally what you are looking at, this is on my left wrist. It was just, so let me explain a little bit about the tattoo really quickly. I don't want this video to become super duper long. This is my Leo symbol and my husband's Taurus symbol melded together, and 6509 is when we were married. Now, the 6509 looks really, really bad. They were trying to squish it in. I wish I would have just told them to forget it, but maybe someday I can have it touched up. Now, originally it was just that. There was nothing else added to it. And then a couple years after I got this, because I got the symbols on our 1-year anniversary. So for Mother's Day, I believe 2011 or 2012, he asked me what I wanted, and I said, you know, this one just looks janky. It's all by itself. Can I have, for Mother's Day, can I have some filigree added to it or something just to make it look a little more girly, a little more feminine? And so I added the teal and black coloring behind it, and then the 3, surprisingly, little blossoms, cherry blossoms, I don't know what you'd call them, little lily, I don't know. They're cute, and what's funny is that, lo and behold, this was numerous years before I had my son, but it's just funny that I ended up with 3 flowers, and I have 3 babies. So, it kind of worked out in my favor. So, anyways, the fourth tattoo that I actually got, this one here. And this one actually is all of my family's initials. So in the middle star, you have the W, that's our last name. And then all of the filigree in each individual star, there is an initial for each person in my family. They're not in any type of order. The only one that was an afterthought is the little star that was up top, because once I had Brendan, I decided that I needed to get the little B added to it. So that is where that one comes from. And on the same day that I got that, I got this. So the reasoning behind this is, if you know me well enough at all, you know that my grandmother passed away in 2009 and my grandfather passed away in 2015, both of pancreatic cancer. So this ribbon, again, was a picture that I found surprisingly at a doctor's office, and it was a coloring page for the kids in the doctor's office. And it was originally set out, I do believe, for like breast cancer awareness, and it was just empty. So I thought to myself, holy cow, ribbon is ribbon. I'm gonna add the purple in for pancreatic cancer. And then if you look closely at the very bottom of those ribbons, there is DP for Dorothy Parrish and RM for Robert Mullis, which was my grandfather. So my 6th tattoo is actually this one. And actually, when I got the one on my hip for my husband, I actually got this one. This one is on my right wrist. Now this one has meaning to me because I myself, as you guys know, I was in the Navy. So the anchor is for me and of course my husband who's in the Navy. And then again, because my grandparents died from pancreatic cancer, I got a purple bow that's tied around the little ribbon, or tied around the staff of the anchor. And I'm actually not the only one that got this. My 2 close girlfriends actually got one on their wrist, and they're my 2 closest friends. And my girlfriend actually got a red ribbon or red bow for her husband, because he just likes red. And my other girlfriend, she got a darker purple. And I think it was just because it was her favorite color. But, so yeah, we all got them on the same day. And that was the same day that I got my hip cover up. So my last tattoo that you guys are going to see, my last and 7th one, at least for now, is this one. And this one is actually a cover-up. But the reason why I put this one last is because it is my biggest and because, again, it is a cover-up. The tattoo that is underneath it was actually my 3rd or 4th tattoo. It was my daughter's name with a moon, and it was like a little banner, and her name was on the banner. However, it was horrible. The lines were sketchy. Listen, all of the tattoo artists that I had gone to were super reputable, but for some reason my skin likes to leach the ink. So I have a lot of problem of at least for me, the darker lines sticking for me. So this one is a cover-up, and it also has meaning. Hence why the name of this video is, what does it all mean? So within this tattoo, I am not represented in this tattoo. This is a tattoo that represents my husband and my 3 kids. So, real quickly, the anchor behind everything is for my husband. Obviously, he's a Navy man. That's why it's there. In front of that is a sun, moon, and star symbol. And here's why. My daughter, Alana, my oldest, she is my moon. From the time she was little, it was always, I love you to the moon and back. And this was long before you saw it everywhere in the stores and everybody said it all the time. I heard it once from my grandmother and it stuck. And what's funny is Jared's grandmother also said it to the kids, and it just, I don't know, it was just like fate. So, she's my moon. The stars are my 2nd daughter, and that is Sophia. She is my singing, dancing, wannabe star. She is going to go places. She's going to make money singing and dancing, doing something that has to do with entertainment, I think. And if not, she's just going to make people happy doing it and being goofy because she's like her mama and she's goofy. And then the last part of it is the sun part of it. And honestly, this was not really a last minute add to the tattoo, but I was really trying to come up with what to add for Brendan. And my mother made, again, it trickles down, obviously. My mother made a corny joke about how he is my son, my S-O-N. But she said, if you're going to add something, add him in as the S-U-N, sun, and it could be a sun, moon, and stars. And that's just where I got it from. And it covered up the really, really dark tattoo that I had underneath because, yes, it was dark, but there were patches out of it and it just looked really bad. So, anyways, those are my tattoos. Again, All of them have meaning. I do not get tattoos without thinking about them first, or really giving myself time to go over what I want and how I want them and where I want them. I don't have a lot of color. I like black and grayscale a lot. I do have some pops of color, obviously. Really the biggest color tattoo that I have is probably the pancreatic cancer ribbon. And I would never change that one, except for maybe in a couple years, touch it up. I love it. It has my grandparents' initials in it, and it's probably, honestly, other than the one for my kids, it's probably my favorite, because my grandparents were very much guiding lights in my life, and that's why I wanted something in remembrance to them on me. And so, as always, you guys, I just wanted to let you in on that little piece of me. And if you like this video, like it down below, share it down below, and comment down below if you guys have tattoos and, you know, you have questions about how these were treated or what have you. Like, I can answer any of those for you. And please subscribe to my channel. I love it when you do. Thank you to the few new subscribers that I have. I love all of you guys, as I love the ones that are already subscribed. And as always, you guys, keep living the crazy life. See ya.